Good job today, man. It's one at a time, and we'll get the job done. Y'all know what to say. On three. 1, 2, 3.
And the home of the Jets.
What's going on, everybody? 23-10. Jets lose to the Ravens. I think I don't have the same feeling everybody else has. So what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, brother. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I think we saw some good today. We saw some bad. The Jets lost. 10th losing season in a row, which is amongst records, which is terrible. But how you doing, man?
I can't complain. Apart from, obviously, the Jets losing, I hate losing, much like you and everybody else probably in the chat. But I think for me, I've come to a quiet piece of it's all about evaluation, right? Like,
well,
when we're gonna see Brady cook.
Well, the thing is this, like going into the game, what are the expectations? The expectations were the Ravens are a very good team playing at home, trying to stay in the playoff hunt. The Jets are a team trying to find themselves, and the spread was whatever it was, and we all thought the Jets were going to get blown out. That's what we thought. And the game was 7-3 at halftime. And we saw a lot of really good things, and we saw things where you're like, that's why good teams find ways to win, bad teams find ways to lose. Penalties, questionable call by Aaron Glenn, and then you had the Breece Hall fumble, which kind of put the final nail in the coffin. So that's what it is, man. It's like for those that are in for the tank that want competitive losses, this is exactly what you saw. Because you didn't walk away saying the Jets got the shit beat out of them. They played all right. They were in the game to the fourth quarter. It's just they didn't do enough to win the game, you know?
No, that's absolutely true. Like, I thought the defense actually showed up, to be fair.
It did.
A bit. I was really impressed is the wrong word, but I was really proud of what they did, because you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Lamar Jackson. You have Derrick Henry, who's just an icon and legend, and they were relatively quiet.
Well, you figured they did that without Quentin Williams, without Sauce Gardner. The defensive line, to me, where you have Harrison Phillips is becoming a beast, man. Harrison Phillips is a guy that's a building block. He's like an emerging captain of the team. Briggs with a sack, Jermaine Johnson with pressures, Sherwood flying around, Quincy Williams flying around. Like, I mean, obviously this isn't like the high flying offense, but you know, Lamar Jackson wasn't getting off, and they were playing very physical. Like they weren't getting pushed around like we've seen many times this season. They actually were going. They were taking body blows and going right back at him, which is great until the third and fourth quarter where the penalties came back to bite him in the ass. You had the Isaiah Oliver one on 3rd and 15. Then you had the one on Jamie Sherwood with the missed sack. Then you had the Tony Adams doing Tony Adams things. So it's just, you know, what are you going to do, man? It's like it's frustrating, but you're seeing better performances, I think, at this point.
No, I agree, Tyson. And actually, a question for you is like, I kind of want to put some feelers out there. Like, obviously, it's before Thanksgiving. This season's done, right?
Yep.
It's dead. Now, if you were in charge, what would you be wanting to do? Would you want to be evaluating the team full throttle in terms of seeing what we got? Hence the reason why they started Tyrod Taylor, right?
100%.
Like, we want to see this receiver core. We want to know what they can do. And would you also try to play Brady Cook? Because if you look at earlier this week and you look at what Aaron Glenn is saying, he's a comedian for me. Like, he's funny because I wanted to. I love it. But it's like, you know, if you look at that, then, you know, what do you think the rest of the season is?
Exactly
is
what
evaluation?
They did today.
Right.
Exactly what they did today. You play Tyrod Taylor because you can actually see what your receivers can do. Now you see with John Mechie with 6 catches. You're seeing A.D. Mitchell. You're seeing like the quarterback has to be able to throw the ball consistently. And they can do that with Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor's not the end-all, be-all, but he's serviceable, dude. He did some good things today, actually. Took the one sack before halftime, which drove me crazy. Another sack later in the game. But, like, this is what you do. Put your guys on the field and compete because you got to find building blocks for next year. You got to see what can these guys do, what can't they do, and then you can kind of check off the list. All right, you know what? You're not part of the equation. You're not part of the equation. But I would say this. I agree with Aaron Glenn a little bit where at some point this season, if Tyrod goes down, dude, I'm all about Brady Cook. Give him a chance. See what you have because we know what Justin Fields is. We already know what that is. That's a guy that should not be here next year. So why even waste our time? You can run a basic offense and just let Brady Cook hand the ball off, screen pass, play action pass. You can do all that. But the way he's handled it now, like, I mean, Alan Lazard played today, but Tyler Johnson was inactive. I like to see Jelani Woods play. I don't know why he's inactive every week. Give that kid a chance because they're not doing nothing at tight end minus Mason Taylor. You know, like players like that, you want to see get more chances. But dude, it's this is the only thing you could do at this point.
No, you gotta evaluate the team, and I'm with you with the whole Brady Cook situation. I just don't understand. Like, are you drafting a quarterback?
100%. Well, there's a caveat to that. The Jets need a quarterback, but it may only be Mendoza. These guys all go back to school. What are you going to do? You can't chase it and you can't reach for one. You could draft one in the later rounds, but then you explore the veteran. There's veteran options out there too. Like you need a quarterback. You may need two. Because I would get rid of Fields. Tyrod's can probably be gone. You're down to Brady Cook. So, I mean, there's different ways to do it. I'm not so sure right now on November 23rd. I'm ready to mortgage my entire draft to trade and take Fernando Mendoza. I'm not so sure I'm ready to do that, but they obviously need one.
But you could bring back Tyrod because whatever, that's nothing. If you cut Fields, then that's a cap hit to us, which obviously we're taking for Rodgers. We're taking for Rodgers now. Like didn't do it in one go.
Nature of the beast.
They decided to spread it out. But doesn't that hinder, say, Muji from building the rest of the roster?
They got plenty of cap space, dude. Why bring back a quarterback they know you can't play? Own the mistake. It's a loss. That's it. It didn't work. He can't throw the football, right? Like there's a part of me that thinks that once they got Fields, they realized that he wasn't a good match for Engstrand's offense. That's what it seems like for me. Because he can't run it. And they even called a couple design plays with Tyrod today, like design run plays. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that's not his game. Let him throw the football. So yeah, I wouldn't bring back Justin Fields. I eat the cap hit. I move on. Be like, we need to go in whole other different direction. We tried, didn't work out. Good. And that's it, man.
Shit, man. I don't know.
But this right here is the interesting question is, what do you do with Breece Hall, who's now becoming their bell cow running back? He's become the focal point of the offense. But, that fumble today was heartbreaking, dude. That was like,
that was shit.
He had two big plays, and the fumble was an effort play, too. It wasn't like he was being haphazard. It was all due to his effort. He was trying to scratch and claw for every yard, 2-yard line, and as it goes out, then it's like, you see the life go out of the team again. But now it's like, what do you do with Hall? You almost feel like they're going to tag him.
I would tag him. Or I'd extend him. I'm sorry. I love Hall. Always have, always will.
The thing is,
everybody's saying trade him. But that. You keep Hall, period. Absolutely.
Right. But here's the thing. If Breece Hall, who now is putting up all these great performances, is going to say, you know what? While the Jets may want to extend him, he's like, you know what? I want to test free agency. I want to see how much money I get on the open market, which is fair. The Jets can say, we don't want to give you that chance. Now we tag you. So we're either going to tag you or take the extension. Do they want to play that game? That's, Breece is making a case to stay, dude. But it's just like a part of me thinks, I thought this is the trade deadline, that he wanted to leave. He wanted out. Now that he's not out, he's kind of like, all right, I'm going to show you what I can now because I want to get paid by somebody, either Jets or somebody else. But I don't know, man. I have a weird feeling he wanted out.
Nah, you're not wrong with that sentiment because, look, he's putting up good tape because that's his resume and people are going to want to go there. What was the rumor? Like, they said, like, Kansas City was kicking the tires on him.
I think the rumor was they offered a fourth and he wanted a third or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Muji was having none of it. Good for him. But, like, look, for me, Hall is a building block. Always has been. Yes, he had his injury and that shit. Yes, he's inconsistent. But the guy is a stud. I don't give a shit what anybody says, and you can't contest me on that because when he shows up and he plays big. He's a dual threat. He can run it. He can catch it. He can run routes. He's nasty. He's nasty, boy.
You're
I would
seeing.
definitely keep walk. I'm definitely keeping Hall. The
Yeah, but
chat is like,
it's funny how he's coming on now at their trade deadline, because prior to the trade deadline, everybody wanted to trade him. Right now, it's like, oh, we got to keep, because now we're seeing this, and it's
who
like
did? I didn't want to.
I did. I'll be completely honest. I wanted him traded. I did. I don't think he wants to come back. I'm like, get the draft pick, move on. You know, I'm a big Notre Dame fan, so I'm looking at Jeremiah Love every Saturday. I'm like, that's a guy that could be a bell cow back. But you know, it's a tough spot for the Jets now. I think at the point where they're at with him, they're going to have to tag him. They have no choice. I highly doubt he's going to want to take an extension before he can just
tag. You got to
get
tag.
max money.
You got to tag. If you're not going to extend him, tag him.
Yep.
Tag him. Who's coming out the draft? That's a nasty running back. Is good, or if not better
Dude,
than
Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame's sick, dude. He should win the Heisman. He's that good.
You reckon?
But you look at even like that, the offensive line now. The one thing is, what's up with Myers' friggin' snaps? Myers' snaps have been low for 3 weeks now. So now it's like, if you look at the offensive line, Myers was serviceable early on. Now it's like, you've got to get a center, like, which I think they were going to anyway. But his snaps haven't been good. And then John Simpson's been good for like that one tough penalty a week now, where it's like, is he a cornerstone? Is he a building block for you, or is he a guy that you can replace? Do you want to pay him? Like, the offensive line is going to be interesting, man. And I know like Tippmann had a rough day today. He had the big hold. I don't think Tippmann's a center. If you keep him at guard, and then you save money there instead of trying to bring AVT back. But it's some tough choices on the offensive line.
Ooh, I mean, you just took the words out of my mouth. I was about to ask you about AVT, like, and your take on that. Look, I think our offensive line is great. They're only going to get better. I really do believe that.
You have three young guys. You have Olu, Tippmann, and Fashanu, which is great. You got to decide what you want to do at center, what you want to do at left guard. And I like Simpson. Simpson's a nasty dude, but it's like, all right, are you going to pay him? Can you find an upgrade that's maybe younger? Like, how do you want to handle that? It's interesting. AVT is a good dude. Like, he's a guy that we all love. He's a captain, hard worker, high character guy, all these great things. You know what he also is? He's always injured. Like, you can't give him $15 million a year. If he wants to come back at a team-friendly deal where it's incentive-laden, cool. Other than that, you can't say, here's $12 million per. You can't. There's no way you can do that based on his injury resume at this point.
No, his history is not good, and it
Not
sucks because you're literally like rooting for this guy, and you know he does nasty work. You
just wait for his injury, dude. At this point, and sad to say it because we all love him, but it's just it is what it is now. It's like and Aaron Glenn's a Bill Parcells guy. Your best ability is availability. If you're not going to be available, you're not going to be on our team, and that's kind of his track record right now.
What'd you think of him this week? Do you like what Aaron Glenn's doing? Like, overall, his year one, we know what year one was going to be, but what do you think? Like, how has he been? Forget all the media top shots and all that. What do you think of him as a coach?
He's actually had some pretty good press conferences where he's given some really good answers. When they're done, like with all these like pissing contests for him and Samini, it's like you're actually getting some very good answers out of him, where you're getting more the behind the scenes vision, like how he talked about Brady Cook, how he talked about Tyrod getting the best chance, how he talked about developing a team, getting your foundation. Like, you're getting better answers out of him when they ask better questions, you know? So I think the team's playing hard for him, dude. Whether we like it or not, came off the bye, played hard for him. Today, Ravens on the road. They could have had a letdown at the last week, kind of sleptwalk. They didn't do that. They played hard. They're fighting. Special teams has been very good. Defense has been better. Like, what else? Like, we all want to hate on the guy, but there's been little glimpses of good things happening.
So year one evaluation, despite the record, and even though we know that
my year one evaluation,
go on.
I think. I mean, I hate the way he handled the quarterback. I hate the way he handled Justin Fields. I absolutely hated it. He waited too long to bench him.
You hate the fact that he
took too long to bench him. Too long to bench him. I think that you can look at Steve Wilkes again. Maybe you evaluate bringing Steve Wilkes back. Probably can do that. And I would strongly recommend bringing in some kind of offensive mind to help Engstrand. That's been there, done that guy, an established guy, whether it's Todd Haley, whoever it is, to sit there with Engstrand and be like, listen, let me help you groom this young quarterback. If you go the young quarterback route, you better have a guy that's been there, done that, because you can't hand to Engstrand in London. You can't. There's no way you can do that. You need a legit NFL offensive mind in the building saying, let me help you sculpt this offense and this kid.
what about that three? They ran the ball 3 times. Like,
Oh.
even though it was like third, like, what the fuck?
Well,
Angstrom,
look at
like, I thought you
there's
had
that.
something in there, man. I was like, what are you doing?
Look at the third quarter. You had you had all these plays. 3rd and 4, Breece is in the game. 4th and 2, Breece is not in the game, and they call a pass play that had no chance whatsoever to succeed. That made no sense to me whatsoever. Like Angstrom does certain things. He does like a draw play on 3rd and 8. It almost gets like too cute. Like I hated the play calling. But there's things that he does that bothers you, and there's things you do. I'm like, all right, like it's but they
You're
have
like,
a lot of
okay, cool.
yeah, but you have some moving pieces. Then there was times I thought they got too conservative. Like, let Tyrod throw the ball, dude. Like, that's what we're here for. But you are seeing glimpses. Like, you're seeing, you had the one, I think it was the one sweep to Arian Smith, which was fine. You want to see, like, he's not involved in the passing game at all. It's A.D. Mitchell and John Mechie. Arian Smith's doing absolutely nothing at this point, which is, he's a raw project. He's going to take time. But, it's interesting. I mean, the defense has gotten a little bit better, but I don't like it's, you wonder if remember when Salah had Ulbrich year 1 and the defense was gross, and then going into next year, every friggin' show was how soon till Jeff Ulbrich gets fired, and the defense turned it around. Now you wonder if they'll have that same kind of turnaround next year, where Wilkes, when they get their players, maybe they play better next year. I don't know, but he just seems like he's a weak link on the staff at this point.
I agree with that because, like, Wilkes, I thought we're all fired up when he added him to the coaching staff, weren't we? Like, we're like, Wilkes been there, done that. Well, I was. I'll just speak for myself. I was because Wilkes been there, head coach. Yes, he got sacked, but whatever. Like, you thought like the man was competent, and you've just seen an incompetent defense. The first 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. So.
Wilkes was an experienced defensive mind that you're like, all right, Wilkes can handle the defense. Glenn can focus more on the offense. But he came with a checkered resume where you're like a lot of one and dones, a lot of disappointing performances, a lot of things you don't really like. Then as the season played out, you're watching the games. The defense is very predictable. Analysts on TV are calling it out. Greg Olson called it out. Tony Romo called it out. Where you're like, what are the Jets doing? Now we've seen some improvements, and you've seen improvements with Sauce and Quinn and gone. But you still see some holes where you saw against the Patriots where it's 3rd and 5, they're giving up 6-yard passes with ease. The zones don't make no sense. Like there's things like that. It's just if they changed coordinators, it wouldn't bother me at all in defense at all. I wouldn't mind it. I just hope I hope they give Angstrom some help, dude. I just really do because you're handling a very inexperienced staff, your prized possession, most likely in a top 3 pick or something like that. That's a lot to ask, man.
Do you think Glenn and Angstrom are capable of developing a quarterback if they do go for one in the draft? Like,
it's a good question, man. It would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Brady Cook. Like when Brady Cook plays, does he look like he's in over his head, or can they call an offense for him? Because they couldn't call an offense for Fields. They're trying to figure out what Tyrod can and can't do. Tyrod's been injured. He missed most of preseason because he was injured, and he's playing with all new receivers. So it's like, all right, they're gonna have to find their way with him. But if Brady Cook has been that's like the little project in the background, right? It's the kind of kid sitting back there like, all right, let's see how you groom this kid. How do you call plays for him? Can he throw the football? So that's going to be interesting.
They have to play him. If what are we, 2-9? If you get like 2-11, you got to play him for at least the last 3 games. You got to. If you're not doing that, I don't know what you're doing with the guy.
I agree.
Undrafted, come on, man. You got to play this kid. See what you got.
I agree. I have no problem with it whatsoever.
And literally, Tyson, that's my mentality. Like, it's not even about wins. Like, had we won today, it would mean nothing to me personally.
It'd be a good
I'd
win.
Be like, good. I'd be like, good for the boys.
Yep.
Good for coach. Good for the boys. Good for coach. Good for the staff. But like for me as the fan, it means nothing because all I want to see is what we got.
Yep.
That's literally it. And
I don't want to see them. You want to see them
compete.
You want to see them compete. You want to see some splash plays. You want to see some intelligent coaching on both sides of the ball. Things like that. Like you're seeing glimpses of it. You're seeing like some good things. You see some bad things. So it's like that's a first-year staff. You're going to experience a lot of that. But now that you're seeing Mechie play, that's encouraging. A.D. Mitchell play, it's encouraging. Not seeing anything at Arian Smith. I wish they had. While you're seeing a lot out of Breece, I wish they had another running back. Like you wish Braylon Allen was healthy, right? Because like see what he can do.
Braylon.
But then it's like even with Mason Taylor, you're seeing something at him, but like you're not seeing anything at Rucker. Like Jelani Wood's not playing at all. It's like why not? Like at some point, empty the bench. Like it can't hurt. Like Stone Smart's playing special teams, great, but bring in another freaking tight end to play. Like why? Like why not have Pritchard get a chance? But the one thing I will say is Isaiah Williams as a returner is becoming a weapon, man. Like this Jets special teams is good. Isaiah Williams is like he's really come a long way.
Hey, listen, I'll cheers to that, man. Jets special teams for nothing else. God damn it, it's crazy.
Yeah,
no, that's good.
To Mike's point, he said they definitely look better than earlier in the season, but he's failing to see where this team will start winning next year. Well, the next year it happens where it's an influx of talent. You add in more receivers, you add in another defensive tackle, you add in more playmakers, and you figure year 2, everybody plays better. The offensively better, the defensively better. You should have just much more talent here. That's why you start winning. That's when you should, at least.
That's all on Muji, yeah. So I would say like you'd probably give him a B+ or an A-, like with the trades he's done. Yeah. What would you give him?
Look who he's brought in, dude. Harrison Phillips has been good. Briggs has been good. Brownlee had a couple of reads. Brownlee's a physical corner. He's been good. The value on Sauce and Quinn has been good. Like
great.
But he missed. They missed. They took a chance on Fields. They missed there, which just sucked. The wide receivers they brought in, Josh Reynolds hurt, Tyler Johnson does nothing. Stone Smart, special teams guy, but his trades have been solid, dude. Like he's got excellent value.
You have faith in him then, this Muji?
He's done some good things, man. But I also think that Aaron Glenn's got he's got his fingerprints all over this team, man. Like nothing's going past him. I think it's Glenn basically hired Muji, it seems like. So it's like they're going to be in this together, but they're figuring out the guys they need for their system. And the trades have been solid, dude. I have no, the draft, Aaron Smith was kind of a reach we didn't really like that much. You wish you took a quarterback higher, but we don't know what Brady Cook is, so you got to see that. So we'll see, man.
Undrafted Brady Cook. Undrafted,
yeah, so we all wanted to take somebody in the 4th round or something like that. They didn't. They kind of banked on Jordan Travis, who was unfortunately got hurt and never came back. But my fear will continue to be giving a young quarterback to the staff. They had so much to prove.
Same.
That's how you're defined. Like you're defined on how like Glenn's defined on the staff he hires and the quarterback he grooms and wins with. And that's it.
And this is why I find your take about, Justin Fields is out. No, you keep him so you don't keep, well, he's done, yeah. But if you kept him, right? First off, you don't get the cap hit, which you obviously didn't care about. But then you get him in the quarterback room. With the rookie quarterback that you
for
draft.
what?
I mean, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is in the quarterback room. What exactly is he doing there?
Despite all his bullshit, he's still an Ohio State quarterback.
So what?
He's got experience. That's all I'm saying.
So now that the standard is experience, who cares?
I think
Tyrod Taylor's got experience.
I don't think you play if you draft a rookie quarterback next year. If we draft a rookie quarterback, I don't think you play him.
Yeah, exactly. So that's to my point though. If you don't want to play your rookie quarterback or you want to slow play it, then you want to play Justin Fields next year? I don't. I've seen enough, dude. Like it's done. So you let him go. I take the cap hit and you bring in somebody else, whoever it is. Like there's all kinds of names out there. Everybody's talking about what?
Kyler Murray.
Me and Ian have been fighting about Kyler Murray for 3 weeks now. I mean, there's Kyler Murray, there's Mac Jones. There's a lot of different trades out there. I live in the Philadelphia market. They all hate Jalen Hurts. I take him as a heartbeat. There's ways you can do this, but to me, it's Justin Fields is not part of any of the equation. He's a great guy, high character guy, good work ethic, all this. He's not a good quarterback. So do I want my young quarterback to learn from him? Why?
You saw him with the mic in it, the thing in his ear and on the sidelines, talking, but I just think what you said, I think he's a great character guy. I wouldn't, if I was a GM and I don't know anything, I would be like, yo, let me keep this guy so he can just not learn from him, but
what is he learning?
Groom.
How to not read the fucking offense? What is he learning from Justin Fields? Justin Fields can't complete passes. What is he going to learn? How to study film? That's what the quarterback coach for.
Justin Fields can't complete passes, but Justin Fields can inspire a team, and he has, because you've seen what he did.
So you're gonna keep a guy because he can inspire you. I don't need a fucking leader. I need a quarterback, a guy that can play games. To have a quarterback in your room that you don't want to see on the field serves no purpose. He should be inspired by everybody on the team around him.
No, I agreed. That's fine. Yeah.
So I'm over it. Joe, man, thank you. I appreciate that. That was out a couple days ago. And yeah, Dolphins. I appreciate the sub for sure. Dolphins are going through an interesting time. Bills too. The Bills, they're friggin' going
Shit,
crazy
Joe.
right now. Bills are losing games. They're friggin' they hate everybody. They want McDermott fired, Joe Brady fired. It's funny, man.
It is funny. It is funny.
See now, he made it sound like the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl next year. I don't have the same anger everybody else has today. I don't. I thought you saw some fight. You saw some good things. You saw some mistakes.
Yep.
That's it. Like it's
Yes, sir.
my expectations
Yes,
are low
sir.
for this team now.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm saying we're talking about evaluation. We're not talking about the game.
Yep.
It doesn't mean anything, and it shouldn't mean anything to most Jets fans because we know the season's cooked. And the whole point is like all you want to do is see what you got and build off that, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now you've played a very good pack. You played Ravens are a good team. They're going to be a playoff team.
Ravens are great. They're coming back. They're gonna
Lamar Jackson's clearly banged up or something. He's still overcoming whatever he's dealing with. But they're a team that's on a roll. They played the Patriots close, but that's like they played two very good teams. Now they get a little bit of a break. It's funny. I wanted Jameis Winston last year, but now he's not going to. I did, but he's not going to. He's not going to go anywhere though because the Giants have the perfect backup for Jackson Dart. It's the perfect guy because he's under contract for next year. They're like best friends. He's a good mentor. He's a good leader. He's a good guy to have. Like that's the guy you have. But
you rather him than Justin, yeah.
Oh, 100%, dude. I love Jameis. That's perfect. But he's not going there. He's going to be a Giant next year, 100%. And Russell Wilson will be out. So
who wants Russell fucking Wilson, man?
I don't think Cam Ward's going anywhere, man. That's their guy. It's his first year there. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Tony, Cam Ward, he's been dog shit. No disrespect.
It's his first year, dude.
Yeah,
Mitch Trubisky.
He's not been good at all. He's not been good at all, man. Cam Ward. Maybe it's not Cam Ward's fault. Maybe it's the staff.
It's everything around. They fired the coaches. Everything around him. Geno Smith never come back to the Jets.
No.
He's
Geno
never coming back.
In the face. No way. He's not allowed in that locker room. No way.
He's never coming back here. I don't think he wants to come back to like the deal with the New York media, the fans. Like I don't think it's.
Of course not. Even if he didn't have a contract, let me ask you this: like respect to prime time. What about Sam Darnold?
Never coming back.
Would you? No, obviously not. But do you miss him a little bit?
No, because he sucked. He had to go to friggin'. He had to get resurrected everywhere else, dude. He got resurrected in Minnesota. He sucked to other places. I don't miss him.
I'm not gonna lie. I really miss Sam.
What'd you miss? When he was here, what'd you miss? He was done here, dude. He was toast here.
Yeah, he was toast. But I did like him. I really did like him.
You liked him when he was losing games for the Jets and throwing two terrible interceptions and seeing ghosts?
No. But
he went down to Carolina. Did what exactly there? The same shit.
Yeah, it was shit. But
and then
he resurrected his career. And he got paid. I really do. I like him personally. I think he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. But dude, the Jets have a lot of nice. Zach Wilson was a nice guy. They're all nice guys. I want winning quarterback.
Zach Wilson's not a nice guy.
But he was like they're easy to root for, but I want a winning quarterback. So that's Tanner McKee is interesting. Tanner McKee is interesting. I listen to the Philadelphia sports radio because I live like a half hour from Philly, 40 minutes from Philly.
Yeah.
And I'm watching Eagles now win 21-0. And they are so frustrated with Jalen Hurts. They're frustrating him. The offense has reached their peak, all this stuff.
He literally won 2 Super Bowls.
Bro, he won one and should have won 2. And I'm like, dude, if they want to play Tanner McKee and trade Jalen Hurts, sign me up for him, dude. I'd take him in a heartbeat. And what do you think twice?
You'd take Hurts.
100%, dude. I'd give him fucking 3 draft picks. I don't give a shit. I'd take Jalen Hurts in a heartbeat, dude.
Hurts is good. I've followed him through Alabama. Watched that game in Atlanta where they brought in Tua. They subbed him out like he had his locks like mine, and I've just watched him thrive in Philly. It's just nuts. Like Hurts is great. No, I'm not taking D-Rock. Love the take, but not taking Trevor Lawrence, man.
Dude,
I don't think Trevor Lawrence ain't it. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is it.
I think
he's a fraud. Personally,
they're winning games with him. I don't know what the score. They're playing with Arizona today. I'm not sure what they're doing today, but that's. Dude,
he's not a generational talent. He's not a generational.
He's not. What everybody thought he was going to be. They thought he was going to be like we wanted to like tank for Trevor, all that shit. We thought he was going to be the next great talent, but
Peyton Manning or some shit or Andrew Luck. Not happening, bro. No way, Jose. not at all. Yeah, I definitely would. Jalen Hurts is interesting, but they're not going to trade Jalen Hurts.
Bro.
Is that
If
what
they
you're
want,
hearing?
if they want to, I am 100% down. I
Are you
will do that
literally
shit
hearing
in a
that?
heartbeat.
Are you literally hearing?
I'm not saying, but I'm like, dude, I listen to Philadelphia sports radio. I watch it, listen
Yeah.
to it. They are so fed up. And today they're winning 20-0, so they probably feel better about it. But he was taking some heat this week, some huge heat. So
That's
we'll see.
interesting. I heard that the Jets conversation in terms of quarterback, in terms of veterans, never mind Mendoza,
Kyler Murray.
was Kyler Murray. I never heard of Jalen Hurts before.
Mac Jones.
I heard that. I even heard, which is just ludicrous,
Joe
what's
Burrow.
his face? Joe Burrow and Trey Lance.
Trey Lance?
I even heard that
No.
shit.
Don't listen to that. There's no way that's going to happen.
No.
Trey Lance is not happening.
Dude, I'd take Joe Burrow over Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Joe Burrow, I mean, he's not leaving, though, dude. He's just not going to leave. He's got his two good friends, his receivers there. They all got paid. That's like, and he's from there, dude. He's not going nowhere. So I don't know. I don't think that's happening. So we'll see. But this game is, it is what it is. We're talking Mitch Trubisky. I take Mitch Trubisky.
I'm gonna let you handle this one.
I'll take Mitch Trubisky over friggin' Kyler Murray, though. I'll tell you that much. So
really, shut up. You're lying.
I don't like Kyler Murray, dude. I just don't. He's not the guy I want in this building. I just don't want him. You
don't like him because he's 5'8" like me.
No, I don't want him because of all the rumors around him about work ethic, not studying film, not being a good leader, not being a good locker room guy. That kind of shit bothers me. Not sure if it's true or not, but I'm out. Like when you hear that, that's like even yesterday with the whole Dante Moore on TV. They were saying, you know what? The one thing they worry about is he doesn't like getting hit. You don't like getting hit? Like, well, that's a problem. Then.
Here? Yeah, right.
So I don't know. I'm not in the whole. So I have to tomorrow. Today's what, Sunday? Tuesday night, I got to talk about to Ian. I got to name 20 quarterbacks better than Kyler Murray. I think I probably can do that, but I won't do that for.
Yeah, you can do that easily. I'm sure you got that.
I hope so.
Mariota, man.
Marcus Mariota. Oof.
Marcus Mariota, boy.
That's interesting.
Oregon Ducks, man. Damn.
That's a rough
Ducks.
one.
I don't know. Yeah, that's tough, man.
I
heard Kyler likes Call of Duty. He loves his little video games, doesn't he?
Listen, I like Fernando Mendoza. I've watched a lot of him, and I will say this. If the Jets are picking 5th or 6th, I'm not sure that I would personally trade up all the compensation and go number 1 to take him. I don't think I would do that.
I agree with that. No way. I'm not doing that either. There's too much talent in terms of like veteran quarterbacks that you can literally get on the cheap. Now, I'm not talking about a Kirk Cousins, but damn, son, like I'm not taking all those assets that Muji got for us. No way am I giving that away.
Especially it's like Mendoza's good, but is he? I don't know. He's a
I'm
good player.
I'm sick and tired of Tyson. I'm sick and tired of like doing this every single year, like comparing college quarterbacks to NFL quarterbacks. It's not the same game, dude.
Yep.
It's not.
Well, you're drafting.
If anybody thinks so, then you're a fool. When it comes to
drafting potential,
position,
dude. You're drafting
not the same fucking game. It's not the same game. Dude.
You're drafting what you think a guy can be going forward. You're not drafting them today. It's like, all right, you see them today, but where are they going to be 3 years from now? Are they going to be a better passer, better leader, better quarterback? Now it's V-man. Back to the freaking. Mark Sanchez was the guy. He went 4-2 in the playoffs. I get it.
USC quarterbacks ain't shit.
Yeah, the kid yesterday struggled a bit too. And Ty Simpson's been struggling. Ty Simpson was high, and he's come back down to reality, which makes you think a couple of these guys will probably go back to school, which the quarterback market could get really slim, man, where you could be Mendoza in the first round, and then everybody waits, and you don't want to reach,
Who's gonna okay, so think about it like this. Put it like this. Who worse than the Jets, well, the New York Football Giants, who's gonna draft a quarterback ahead of us? Who?
The Browns.
Are they?
Yes, of course they are. There's always teams. The Saints could. You never know if they're not believing in Tyler Shuck. Be a bunch of teams.
Saints maybe. Browns, I don't know. I might beef on that. Saints
Yeah.
definitely.
There could be a
Browns
bunch of
maybe.
players. There could be a bunch
Who
of
else?
teams, dude.
The Giants are not drafting a quarter.
Nope.
New York Football Giants ain't drafting.
The Cardinals.
Cardinals not drafting. They're stupid.
Why not? Who do
gave
they have?
Murray
They
that-
got
they gave
Jacoby
Murray
Brissett.
money. Well, they gave Kyler Murray that money.
Kyler Murray's gonna be gone. They benched him for Jacoby Brissett. The Cardinals need a quarterback too.
They said he was hurt.
Yeah, hurt my ass. He got benched. So we'll see, man. It's gonna be a really Raiders, another team. Because Geno Smith's not really working. They need a quarterback in the future too. Everybody's in the market, but there's not a huge quarterback class. It's not the class everybody thought it was going to be. So
the quarterback class is getting slimmer and slimmer every year.
Especially if they go back to school, man. It all changes.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you for calling in, man. This is like a friggin' he's in Spain. It wasn't a debacle, man. They lost a decent game. It wasn't like you didn't want to scratch your eyes out, but you did get frustrated. But
true, Rick. Yo, Tyson's right, Rick. Don't worry, man. You didn't miss that much, bro. You'll be all right. Enjoy the jamon in España.
Enjoy Spain. I'd rather enjoy Spain than watching Jet football. I can tell you that much.
Word up, man.
Well, thank you for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
Tyson, always a pleasure, bro. You know, I'm over here in London. We do our thing. And
what time is it there right now?
It's 10:36. Like, I got the games on. My girl is watching something on Netflix, but I'm going to watch some of the games, not probably the late one. I'll record it. But yeah, man, always love you and the chat. So want to contribute when I can. And thank you so much for having me on, brother. Like, respect, man. Peace and love to all of you guys. Ja Rastafari.
Later, dude. All right. Anybody else want to call in? You can. I'm dealing with a nasty sprained ankle. So if we want to wrap this up early, I wouldn't mind because my foot is killing me right now. But bring back AVT in a 1-year prove-it deal. Resign Myers. Myers was rough. Myers has been rough the last couple of weeks, man, with his low snaps. He's been good value, but you may want to upgrade center, don't you? AVT in a prove-it deal. I don't know, man. I could see. Would he take that? Would he accept that? I'm not really sure. So let's see. Another one. So if you take AVT in a prove-it deal, I guess you could offer that. I'm not sure. Will he take it, though? I'm not sure if he takes it or not. I'm with you, Anthony. Zach Wilson, Justin Fields. I'm completely with you there. I'm just hanging out, man. Dude, my foot is I got like I stepped on a root when I run. I did a trail race today, and I stepped on a root. And my friggin' ankle is a disaster right now. So we got, our channel is live and kicking, man. So we're having fun with it. Whoever was broadcasting the game yesterday, the Oregon USC game yesterday, said the opposing team, USC team, said they thought that Moore does not like getting hit. That's what they said. I had a feeling you were calling in, man.
Well, I thought I'd call him out to that. How have you been? How have you been? It's been a while.
I've been doing great, man. How you doing?
Doing all right. My grandfather had a bit of a scare last night. For a guy who's old diabetic and generally has his blood sugar ridiculously high, it was dangerously low last night for some strange reason. So they had to rush him and stuff his face full of sweets to get his blood sugar back up.
So is he okay now?
Yeah, no, he's okay now. He's doing better,
Good to hear.
But it was a really scary, just randomly his blood sugar. My whole life he has always had to been pumped full of insulin, so it's the most random thing for his blood sugar to just randomly drop like that.
Okay, well, hopefully he's back on the mend, man. Everything's well.
Yeah, no, so getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Of course, man. It's the holiday season's upon us. I think everybody's excited for that, right? You excited?
Yeah, no, I'm getting ready for it. Took the night off, so I don't have to go in, so I'll be able to enjoy it. My sister's coming over with some friends. Gonna watch the Thursday night games. I'm gonna make some coquito for them.
It's always comes. So, what you big Fernando Mendoza guy now? That's what you want to be the next leader of the Jets?
Well, look, what I like about him, and people said, is he's hyper intelligent, and I think the Jets have lacked that. Have lacked that in quarterbacks. It's like you have we've had quarterbacks that have had the physical abilities. We all know it. Wilson had the abilities. Fields has athleticism, but the thing that they lack is that hyper intelligence that allows them to process the game, like read out the defense, make the plays when they're needed, like identify where the play is and where to make it.
Okay.
That's what we've lacked in quarterbacks. I'd probably say we haven't had a quarterback that's had that ability, that has had that, I guess what you would say, the hyper intelligence probably since what, Chad Pennington?
Chad was a very smart guy. I mean, okay, Fitzpatrick was a really smart guy too, man.
Yeah, but then he'd go 1 minute he'd be Fitzmagic, and then the next minute he'd be Fitzception.
Well, I mean, Mendoza is not elite either. I mean, you never know. I did not watch Ken O'Brien. He's before my time. I remember like I've watched like old games of him, but I never watched him like in person.
Yeah, no, but like I said, yeah, the guy said thank you, so yeah, you're welcome. But yeah,
so now since he's hyper intelligent, say the Jets have the 5th pick or the 6th pick, are you ready to mortgage your draft for them and like trade up a couple first round, make a big splash for him?
Well, if it's let's say the deal that was floated up by, what was it, Matt? What's his name?
I have no idea.
I couldn't remember. What is it, Miller or something?
Matt Miller?
Yeah, if it's the proverbial trade up that he gave, where it's basically you're not giving up any of the 27 first round picks, you're only giving up the 26 first round picks.
Not sure I want to do that.
It's like, look, I don't think there's going to be as big of a trade up for quarterbacks this year, because I think the teams that are the teams that are in that, like, right now in the suck bubble, there aren't many quarterback hungry. I think outside of what probably maybe Cleveland's the only team that's probably going to be looking for a quarterback. But do they really have
5 teams looking for a quarterback? Everybody's looking, if you don't have a franchise quarterback, you're looking for one. You don't want stock action. You don't want band-aids. You want a legit young quarterback that you can play, get the rookie contract in the mix, so you're not paying a guy big money. A lot of teams looking for that, dude.
Fair point. But like I said, look, if it's like I said, that deal that Miller proposed, I would take it, because look, the future is uncertain. You can sit here and say, well, we can just bank on the 27 class, and then the 27 class could fizzle out. So if you have the opportunity to get your guy,
if you think he's your guy, if you think he's a slam dunk great, great player.
If you think he is the right quarterback for your team, then you should absolutely go get him.
Okay.
Like, that's what I think, and like I've seen the comparisons, like they've mocked the comparisons to Jared Goff, and what offense is Jared Goff running? The Detroit offense, and where is our offensive coordinator from? The Detroit offense. So it's like, if that's your guy and you think he is the right guy for this team, then absolutely go get him. And that's my take on it.
Okay, so he's your guy, and then you'd be happy. So you buy his jersey in probably 2 minutes.
Well, I already promised Jake that if we draft him, I'm dancing the salsa.
I can see. I want that too. I need a video of that too. I could
No,
definitely.
like I said, because you want to know, because that is the best thing. Because we can steal the salsa move from the Giants because he's Cuban.
So if Fernando Mendoza doesn't like Bad Bunny, would you still draft him?
Like, I have no problem with his music taste or his own music taste.
Okay.
That's like, I respect anybody's music. Like, it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and, like, if you don't like, if you wouldn't hate a quarterback if he didn't like your music, if he wasn't same music taste as you.
We're all just joking with you, man. I don't care.
I know, man.
Well, it's good to see you. So, what'd you think about today? Did you watch today's game?
Yeah, I watched it. Between, like, I took my dogs out for a walk around halftime. I came back about, like, after the Ravens had scored.
Which touchdown?
The first touchdown of the second half, and then watching the Jets just, like, after, putting up a strong fight in the first half, then just fizzling away.
Okay, so were you discouraged or encouraged? Like, what was your opinion on the game?
Well, it's it's what you expect from a team that's, not that talented, strong start, fizzling out by the end. It's what I'm pretty much expecting.
Okay, fair enough.
Are
So
we
who
gonna
do you support more? My channel, he likes D-Rock. He is a huge Jake Asman fan, dude. This guy
Well,
is
I've been off. Like I took a long break from calling in until the Jets won a game. It's like just because like that huge just stretch of losing, I just did not have the energy to come onto these shows. So like I took a long break. I said I'll wait till we win one, then I'll come on and and my first call in was after they beat the Bengals.
there you go. Well, cool, man. So I'm glad you're doing well. You're happy, you're healthy, everything else is good.
Yeah.
Good, man. Good. It's good to hear from you. I appreciate when you call in. This is an honor.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you have to add?
No, nothing else. Hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving.
You too, man.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Peace.
Yeah, he's an enormous Jake Asman supporter, man. And that's true. Steve only calls in. Steve actually messages me and says he wants to call in when the Jets win. So thank you guys for joining me, man. I'm in a lot of pain. So I'm going to end this short because I'm dying over here. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, take more calls. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, we'll have my debate with Ian about Kyler Murray. And I'll talk to you guys later on.
J-E-T-S!